Yo, I don't want this video to be super long, but I want to talk about this topic right quick. Like I want to talk about the bullshit ass stigmatizations that black men have to go through. I'm not gonna lie, it's times where I get super frustrated, and it's times where it gets to the point where you just hate the society, and that anger and frustration just takes a toll on you because you know it's a lot of BS. Black men, as black men, we get affected by basically white supremacy, systematic racism. And what I mean by white supremacy and systematic racism, I'm talking about everything from the mainstream media, laws, law enforcement, prison system. There's a bit of a racial hierarchy, and black men are perceived at the bottom. I hate that we constantly get disrespected in the media because this affects our entire life, everything like opportunities getting a job, opportunities getting resources up in this long, opportunities of getting the benefit of the doubt, and even affects us during dating or having a social standard with other groups of people because black men were perceived as being dangerous, being criminals, violent, not taking care of our responsibilities, being the lowest of the low, when historically we always achieve greatness, even through adversity. We built this country from the ground up. We contributed a lot to this American society, arguably worldwide, because we innovate on culture. Arguably that globally the world has biting off our style, and we get the constant disrespect. We don't get the benefit of the doubt. You know what grinds my gear is that other groups, they may have some bigoted views or some biased views of black people, especially black men. At the end of the day, they on the outside looking in. They don't know the dynamics between black people in this Western society. They see these negative images on television and they have these pre-consuming notions of us. And by that, they won't even bother to even get to know you. Other people, other groups, society as a whole won't actually have the common sense to actually have a conversation with you, get your side of the story, see if you're a bad guy or not. And this really frustrates me. And it kind of hurts because you could have missed out on the opportunity to make a best friend. You could have had a brother who was your best friend, who looked out for you better than anybody you knew. You could have had a brother you could have networked with who was trustworthy. You could have just knew a brother who was just extremely trustworthy enough that you trust him with your life, or you trust him with secrets, or you might be going through something and you need somebody to talk with, or somebody that could have made you the happiest person for the rest of your life, especially if you're a female. You could have met a brother that could have made you happy, or you could have met a brother that could have made your daughter or your niece or your sister or your female cousin happy, but you had these pre notions about them and you root them out before you even getting to know the guy. Because of white supremacy, blackness is seen as bad, evil, and unattractive and disgusting. And this is not me trying to play into colorism. I'm I'm not putting the blame on colorism. I'm putting the blame on white supremacy. Believe it or not, I'm just finding out about this stuff myself this year. Is that anti-blackness goes heavy in other societies, other ethnic societies, like people from Eastern society, where there's anti-blackness sentiments. Black is seen as low class, and whiteness is seen as upgrading and having status, even to a degree in Southern society, like South America and your other Latin societies, Western society as well. And what pisses me off is, as a black man, you're met with a unfair amount of adversity. You know, you live in a society where, you know, maybe your parents or some relatives tell you, man, you want to make it in society, keep your pants up. Don't make sure your pants say no sir, yes sir, no ma'am, yes ma'am. Don't be too threatening. What even suppress, dial back our masculinity so we don't seem like we're threatening or scary. And then some of us, we do it self-consciously. Like whenever we interact with people, we always try to make sure our voice don't sound threatening. Even I do it self-consciously. We play by the rules of society. We went by the book, and at the end of the day, it's like it's not good enough. You can wear a suit and a tie. It doesn't matter because at the end of the day, it's rigged. It's a catch-22. You can be an educated brother, well groomed, well dressed, in good shape. You can be successful, but a dude, bro, will still be perceived as better than you. And as a matter of fact, he can be short, fat, and balding, and then he can still be perceived better than you because he got the complexion for the protection and white status. And you know what? It pisses me the fuck off that even if I reach the peak, it's on the same level as an average mofo. It's not even on the same level as my peak counterpart. It's on the same level as a average dude. Your average dude, bro. We get so devalued in this society. And I'm not gonna front like I don't feel some type of way, because I do. Sometimes, I feel kind of hurt. Sometimes I just want to give a middle finger to the world because if it feels like at times that the world is against us. It's frustrating to know that in many cases, no matter what you do, it'll never be good enough. Just because you're a black man, people got a problem with your blackness, and they got all these misconceptions, pre-notions about you, without even trying to get to know you, because of all these negative stereotypes and these social stigmas that's been placed on us by the mainstream media. And this is why I'm more motivated than ever, because we have to control the fucking narrative. I'm sorry, man. I'm passionate about this. It might seem like I'm on a emotional roller coaster, but I'm not. I'm just passionate about this because we're getting fucking gaslighted and fucked over. You got bitch ass people out here talking about cancel culture, especially these fuckers on the right, these racist motherfuckers, these white supremacists, and yes, even these other people of color, especially some of these Asians, they're white supremacists too. Yeah, you got some Latino coons, Latino Uncle Ruckus, but you barely notice them. It's like it's like these daggles and some of these male shines out here, and some of these Asians out here, male and female, especially these females, they starting to join in the concubine for these extreme writers, bitches like Lauren Chain, and I predict that she'll end up replacing Candace Owens like Candace Owens replaced Tommy Lauren. Her dumb bimbo ass. But back to the subject here. Black men are getting gaslighted by this racist ass, bullshit ass Western society with the propaganda, bullshit propaganda and social stigma that has been placed on black men, and it's not fucking fair, man. I'm heated, man. It's not fair. I hate the fact that we're not looked at as the leaders and the backbones of so-called black society. I hate the fact that we're looked at as one of the least desired when it comes to like social standing, hierarchy, and dating. It, it's bullshit, man. And back to these bullshit ass people talking about cancel culture. Bitch, you motherfuckers are complaining about cancel culture just because it's affecting you. Y'all been canceling all these black men for years. No smoke then. Now some of these people from the mayonnaise mafioso, they're getting canceled. Now it's an issue. I want to talk about cancel culture. Slavery was cancel culture. The first film in America, Birth of a Nation, the original Birth of a Nation, that's cancel culture. The most heretic propaganda, anti-black male propaganda. And then that evolved into the KKK, which is cancel culture, the black code, and then you got Jim Crow, which is cancel culture. You better not look at this white woman or we're gonna hang your ass from a tree, boy. Cancel culture. Emmett Till, cancel culture. Martin Luther King got murdered, cancel culture. The Chinese Exclusion Act, cancel culture. The Vietnam War, cancel culture. Muhammad Ali didn't even want to go to that war, and he lost his championship and went to jail because of that. And for I heard, a lot of black men was going to jail because they didn't want to do that. They didn't want to go to a war and kill all the brown people. A lot of black men went to jail because of that. Cancel culture. Let's go to today. You better not bring no black boy home. Stacy, Becky, Jessica. Cancel culture. I don't know a name for an Arab, but you better not bring no black man home. We're gonna cut your fucking head off. Cancel culture. Lynn, Maylin, you better not bring a black boy home, a black man home, or you disown our family. We'll disown you. Cancel culture. Get denied for business loan. Cancel culture. We're gonna target black men and put them in jail, even though we're not necessarily committing all the crimes. We're not, and we're gonna give them more time than their white male counterpart for doing the same thing, the same crime. Cancel culture. And they want to kill us. They talking about, well, we're going to give them some of that Texas justice. Black men, excuse me, this is a new one. Black men are no. Heterosexual black men are the white people of black society. Cancel culture. You brothers out here want to travel, get your passport. Cancel culture. You guys are SYSBM. Saving yourself, man. Wait, who you saving yourself from? Cancel culture. Other groups telling their kids to stay away from us, don't talk to us, don't date it. The cancel culture, you gotta stop the Asian hate, and then they're blaming and pointing the finger at black people, especially black men. Cause I'll be reading some of these comments on some of these videos. Cancel culture. But we're supposed to be a solidarity. Okay. You see what I'm getting at, right? We don't get the credit we deserve. We don't get the chance we deserve. The time of day. It just seems like, if it's white, it's all right, but if it's black, it's whack. And, and I'm so sick and tired of it because of the mainstream media, black men look bad. We're seen as unreliable, cowardly, instead of being brave, scared Negro, the thug, or the guy who don't want to take any responsibility, a cheater, a guy who's not a family man. or the guy that's not the hero, the guy who don't got the sex appeal, or the guy who doesn't get the girl. And I'm tired of it just being with white chicks and Latinas. I mean, if they're gonna pair brothers up with Latinas, at least let her be like an 8 and up, because that's a safe route. Hollywood need to be more diverse. But when it comes to the white guys, he gets all the females, regardless of their race or background. And I know talking about how they're no longer the default man. And I think this is the reason why it seems like society gravitates more towards the dominant society, especially the male guy, the dude, bro, because he's been uplifted in the media as the hero, you know, the masculine guy, the guy that gets the girl, just that and the third. He hyped up in the media. And this is why I believe we need to control the narrative by getting our point of view out, creating platforms as well, not just using platforms created by other people, male people. That's slang word I'm using, but we need to create our own platforms, and we need to create our own projects that showed us at the best light. We need brothers who in the film, and we need to promote them. We need to make our own stories and sell our own narrative. This is why I'm trying to do. I'm trying to make my own projects and create my own narrative, because I'm getting fed up what I'm seeing here in the media. And this is why I noticed that in the media they got us as the sidekick. We're like second. We're playing second fiddle or third wheel to our white male counterpart. It's like we're not as important. We don't have a strong presence in the series or movie that our white male counterpart does. We're playing the magical Negro or the asexual Negro, or we're just there just to be there. I hate the society we in, and I'm fed up. Let me know what you guys think, and I'm out, cousin. My blood pressure about to go up.